So I finally finished my sketchbook, better late than never. Excuse the messiness of my desk. I get paint on it, I can't bother to clean it up, it's just effort. I'm just gonna get more paint on it, I can't be bothered, so deal with it. So this is a moleskin sketchbook watercolour. What is it called when it goes like long ways like that? I don't know what it's called, but it's one of those. It's a bit scruffy. I just wrote my name on the front with the metallic marker. I don't like to keep too neat a sketchbook. There's no point. It's for your sketches, for your ideas, it's for you to experiment with. You don't want to be too precious with it. And so if you're looking for a really beautiful sketchbook with tons of like finished illustrations, like that's not what you're going to get, so just letting you know. Bang, I'm probably with that one. So the first spread was kind of just me trying to get over the first page fear of a new sketchbook. I just wanted to throw down some just textures and colours and be kind of abstract and forget about trying to make it look nice. And once this page was done, then it's done. I don't have to worry about ruining the page because it's already done. And second spread is on a similar vein. I was a bit annoyed about like kind of the leakage of the paint in the thing there, but it's not that big a deal. Yeah, so this page was an exercise where you draw an object but don't look at the page, you just look at the object and try and draw your best guess. Like, it's an observation exercise. I did cheat a little bit. It's really hard to, like, because you automatically, your eyes go down to the page, so they probably would look a lot worse if I actually followed the rules 100%, but yeah. And this page, I got the idea from another artist. I can't remember who it was, but if I find out I will link them. But they basically like put your name in the middle and then paint like loads of little things that you love around it, and that's what I did. So I got my paint brushes, food, obviously, love my food, my little doggy Ruby, and like books and stuff, just like loads of little things, my family, my ex-boyfriend, just cover that up. I did actually think about painting over, but I kind of feel like it's better just to own your past, don't try and pretend it doesn't exist, own your mistakes. I'm not saying that he was a mistake, but yeah, own your past, which is what you'll see in this sketchbook. I don't cover up my mistakes because, I don't know, it's good because you got to learn from them. So just some figure studies, nothing special there. Look at his little legs. I feel like that's so ridiculous. Like, his legs are so tiny. I don't know how I didn't see that when I was sketching it. Like, sometimes you just look back and you see something that's just so wrong, and you're like, how did I not see that? But he's just got tiny little legs compared to his torso. It's hilarious. Anywho, just some practicing sketching faces, kind of trying to find my way of sketching faces. I was trying to kind of get into like a little like personal rhythm of sketching faces. These little doodles, when I got my Pentel ink brush pen, I just kind of wanted to experiment with it, so I wanted to do some very minimalistic illustrations. This one was an acrylic experimentation because I am still pretty rusty with acrylic. I've just been using watercolour for ages and I've just forgotten how to paint in other mediums. I really need to get back into practicing. But yeah, this wasn't the first experimentation, the other one's a bit shit, but this one, it wasn't too bad, and this was just a little sun and moon doodle. I saw something similar and I was like, that's cute, I'm gonna paint that. I don't know why that little square's there. I don't know what that's doing there. I might have planned to do something with that and just never did. These are some life drawings. So I last year I had a little stall, an art stall for a while, for a very short period of time, and Aldgate, that's where it was. Aldgate. It was in Aldgate, London, and it was alright. It was fucking freezing there. Oh my god. I was just sitting there waiting for people to buy my prints and Christmas cards, feeling like absolute shit because it was so cold. But anywho, there was a food store opposite and I just kind of doodled them while I was sitting around because there wasn't much else to do. There was like hardly any people around. I don't know what I was thinking with that store. I don't know what we were thinking. And then these are just some little sketches that I did in the library. I like to do that sometimes. It's fun because people are just so focused on their own stuff, that they don't really notice you sketching them. Like, people generally don't really notice you sketching them, but especially in libraries because they're reading or working on their schoolwork or whatever. So I'm just recreating some classical pieces here. So you've got the Mona Lisa, and you've got the Starry Night by Van Gogh, and yeah, just a little experimentation there, trying to recreate it in watercolour. And this one was in inks, I think. Yeah, inks. That was fun. And then I did another one, yep, there it is, with kind of just my own colours and trying to do a funky colour scheme. I was trying to make it look as crazy as possible. And this little portrait was just trying to kind of get a bit of movement with the watercolour, just trying to, yeah, I think it turned out okay. It was alright. I was kind of going for a, oh, what is that artist? He does really lovely watercolour portraits. Oh, I can't remember what his name is. It's like Tom something. Thomas? Again, if I remember, I'll link it in the description. And just some hand studies. I'm actually quite pleased with these. They turn out quite good. Usually hands are very hard, as every artist knows, but I really I took my time with these. I think they turn out okay. And just a flower spread. I was just wanting to do something light, fun. So flowers, yeah, symbols. And here I'm just practicing kind of close-ups with the kind of eye and nose, because those are the things that I try to put a focus on. I think in most of my paintings, they're the most important things to me. And so I just wanted to kind of practice like getting some detail in there. And I like how this little watercolour study turned out. I think it's quite nice. This is the acrylic one that I hate. This is kind of like my first experiment back to doing acrylic, and it just looks so ugly. Look at it, it's just so ugly. It's like a little demon child. And some faces and heads. I just kind of want to do a spread, but I cram as many in as possible, and I think I did that okay. They look quite cute. I like some of them. I like this one. Like, it's not like that. It's not that flashy, but I just did it so quickly, and I think I captured the face like the quickest I've ever done it, and I think I'm quite happy with that. What's this? This spread was just some like thumbnails and experimentations for a commission that I did for. It was a present for someone else, the guy that commissioned it from me. It was quite cute actually. Like, he was just like, oh, she loves this, can you put this in there? I was like, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I knew him from school, which was kind of cool. It was like a cool little thing to have someone that you used to go to school with commission something from you. This one's just kind of some like texture experimentations and paint experimentations. I think this was part of a video for stuff to do when you don't feel motivated with your art or don't feel motivated to practice. I like this one. I thought I have to take advantage of the like long sketchbook and do one that spreads over the whole thing, so that's what I did. I quite like it. It's I've seen lots of very similar things, and I quite like the idea of like hair flowing into water and the little fishies and stuff, and it's cute. And this is my doggy spread. I love dogs, they're so cute. I was just kind of like, I wanted to do like just something that I would really enjoy, so I was like, I'm just gonna sketch some doggies. It looks a little bit empty actually. I think I could have like put a few more little sketches and illustrations in there, but yeah, I think it's nice that they have their own space. I like this one. It looks like, because they're all like the sweaters, it looks like magical. Like a magical Labrador. This I painted when I was feeling a bit shit. As you can probably tell by the subject matter. I just did a few kind of thumbnails and stuff, and this is like, it's not like a finished thing, but it's kind of like finished-ish. But yeah, I think it was very therapeutic for me to get my feelings out. These I had in my I have a little mini sketchbook that I put kind of notes or little thumbnails in that I want to do, just put all my ideas in, and these have been in there for ages, and I was like, I just want to paint them, so I just painted them in my sketchbook. One, I don't really know what the idea behind that one was, but there it is. These were just experimenting with expressing movement and stuff, There's little doodles. Another spread of faces, except this time I was trying to go for like more stylized or illustrative like versions, so I looked at different oh, my voice was shaking then. So I looked at different artists and how they do it in their own stylized way, and I was just kind of trying to try those things out, trying to make it my own, trying to kind of find a way to do a simple stylized sketch. Just experimenting there. Those two are continuation from that. It's a little kind of tutorial for how I draw noses. And this is another idea that was in my idea sketchbook that I just wanted to get out there. It looks okay. It wasn't like finalised or anything, but this is just kind of what it might look like. And this was an idea that I kind of wanted to get tattooed. I think it looks quite cool. It's influenced quite heavily by what's her name? Jacqueline De Leon, something like that, very similar to that. And so hopefully it's not like too similar. I think it might be a bit too similar. I didn't like copy directly. I was looking at her stuff and I was like, that's cool, and I wanted to do something like that, but it might be too similar. It might be considered copying. Sometimes it's a fine line. These, I was just kind of experimenting with like splattering and silhouettes, and the same on this side. Oh, it's upside down. Didn't even. Okay, there you go. So yeah, silhouettes and stuff. It's quite cool. This one, it looks very creepy actually now I'm looking back on it, but I quite like it. It's so recently I've been kind of looking into paganism and Wicca and stuff, and I think I was just kind of like looking at candle magic and I thought this was quite cool, so I was just doodling about it. I don't really know what the idea behind that one was. It just kind of popped into my head, like, I guess it's a woman becoming a tree. Maybe she's meditating and she's so at one with nature that she is becoming nature. I don't know. This little doodle is just kind of like two hands. I don't think you can see it properly, but it's like two hands and like some watercolour splashies, and it says, "Nothing you do matters." Very uplifting sentiment, but the idea behind it is just positive nihilism. So it's basically the idea that there is no God, there is no purpose to life, nothing you do matters, and looking at it in a positive way. So if nothing you do matters, then none of your mistakes matter, none of the things you like to do, there's no purpose to it, so you can make your own purpose, you can do whatever you want, etc. So basically, I don't know, I like that concept. It's a very freeing concept. So no one's going to remember me, so no one's going to remember that awkward thing I did 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean? This was, I think it was a draw this in your style. If I find the original one, I'll post it. I don't know, but yeah, I just saw it and I was like, I never do a draw this in your style, so I wanted to do it. I didn't actually post it. This was just kind of doing different expressions. They're all based on photos of me, but they look nothing alike. Like I don't get how they're all of the same people, because they just don't, like, some of them look really weird and ugly. Like, she looks about 40, she looks about 60. That one makes me look pretty, I guess. I think that one's quite cute. I think I've caught the expression well on that one, but yeah, I was just kind of experimenting with different expressions. This one is very, very heavily based on a Instagram artist. I don't know her name, but she goes by Wolf Mama, I think. Something like Wolf Mama. I'm pretty sure it's Wolf Mama. But yeah, I like her style. It's very kind of, it kind of looks like a traditional tattooing style. Like it's very, like it's like thick bold lines and stuff, and like it's quite cool. I liked it. I wanted to see like how I would do it. Kind of, I'm so shaky. Look at that. The outlines are just so bad. This is why I do really expressive stuff, because I have a really shaky hand. I just saw some pictures of some crows and I was like, let me paint some crows. That was it. There was no real like big thing about that. And this is just some That's just a few kind of landscapey things. I think this is quite nice. I like the simplistic of this ink thing. I did it somewhere else, I glued it in, and then there's just some pen sketches. If you can't tell, that's meant to be a waterfall and some clouds, and I wanted to kind of experiment with the clouds and stylize them a bit. It's just a rose, and this I just phoned in at the end. I was just like, I can't bother to finish this, so I just scribbled with some ink and just did it, and that was it. And here we have the last page. This is just a dancing figure. I like to do those. They're easy. It's a bit messy. It's not like a very, it's a bit shit, but yeah. And we've got this one, something else that was in my art idea book for a while. I just kind of wanted to see how it would look. It's a bit messy and shitty and thrown down. I've really got to stop brushing things, even in my sketchbook, because it's like, I'm supposed to learn from it. So if I do it, like, I don't have to do it perfectly, but if I do it properly, if like comes, because I'm not even trying now, like, not really, I'm just kind of throwing it down. But yeah, I'll learn more if I actually try a bit harder. So yeah, that's it. Just my swatches at the end, and we're all done. There's my entire sketchbook. It's the first sketchbook I've actually finished, I think. So I'm pretty happy with that. Even though it took me a while. It took me a really long time. I still finished it. That's an accomplishment.